Hello, this is week 1 FMP, which is my audition. Let's get straight into it. I'm reading some notes off of my laptop just to help me keep the flow and clarity. I was auditioning for the role of Billy Flynn. I found the audition process really enjoyable and challenging in some parts. I think it pushed me to really deeply think about the character, intention, and performance. For my singing audition, I chose Sit Down, You're Rocking the Boat. I think this was a really strong song choice for Billy. Although the song is from Guys and Dolls, which is very different from Chicago, I think it shares many similarities with Billy's character and energy. The song requires strong, storytelling, confidence, and charm and control of an audience, which I think are kind of essential in the qualities of Billy Flynn. And he is a lawyer who constantly manipulates situations to his advantage, and I think this song really showed my ability to command that attention, play with kind of persuasion, and maintain confident stage presence. I think vocally, currently on my transitioning journey, I think the song sits quite well in my range and allows me to kind of show clarity, characterization, and kind of control of my voice at this current moment in time. But I think more importantly, I approached this song with the intention of the character. So instead of focusing on the vocals, I treated the lyrics as if I was convincing the audience of something, which I think closely links to Billy Flynn's objectives throughout Chicago, which is essentially to control the narrative and win people over. We also had an acting audition, and we explored the whole idea of tactics and how every character has a secret. I think that this session really helped me understand the character, and obviously because we know that his main objective is power and success, but the secret that he has is that everything he does is for himself. He doesn't do anything else. He doesn't do something to benefit somebody else. It's always for his own gain as a person. I think he presents himself as charming, supportive, and confident, but underneath he's calculating, manipulative, and I think keeping his secret in mind helped me make clearer acting choices throughout that. In the actual acting thing, I focused on tactics like intimidation and also humour to achieve my objective. We had to do we had to choose our audition song, or it could be any different song, and it was to kind of have that secret, and you're trying to persuade something to somebody. It's having a tactic, essentially. Could be anything. Like, you want to show that you love somebody, you want to show that you want their shoes that they're wearing, literally anything, but I decided to go through intimidation and humour. When we experimented with it, I did it in emotional tone, and I figured that it felt more comfortable and more true to the character that I was auditioning for if I went for intimidation, which I kind of felt made my performance more dynamic and truthful. And this links strongly to Stanislavski's approach, where an actor actively pursues an objective rather than performing emotions, which is some information that I found in Paul Aslam's book, Acting Techniques, I'm pretty sure it was. I didn't write that bit down, but I'll put that in my video. I also tried to kind of emotionally embody Billy as a character throughout my posture, my eye contact, and my controlled movement. I made sure I knew exactly what I was doing. I wanted my body language to kind of suggest that Billy always believes he's the most powerful person in the room, even though he's not. He definitely isn't. And then we had our dance call, which was choreographed to Rich Man's Frug or Frug, I don't know, which I really enjoyed. Again, we know, I've always struggled with dancing, but instead of letting that consume me, I decided to have a characterful approach and having that commitment to a character across all three aspects of the audition, so singing, acting, and dance. I think I felt more prepared because I have researched about the character and I knew what take I'd like to have on it, so therefore the dancing became easier because I had a purpose to it. I put my purpose and my tactics and my secret into my dancing. I think that I could have done better. However, I think the fact that I'd done my research, I did better than I would have if I hadn't researched. I think in some areas of this audition process, I could have taken bolder risks. Especially in my acting audition, because Billy Flynn is a massive overall flamboyant character, I would personally say. So I think I could have pushed that confidence and the manipulation even stronger throughout that whole kind of workshop. And to improve in the future, I think I would like to experiment more with having different takes on things. So I think there are moments in the show of Chicago where Billy kind of drops his charm and he briefly reveals something darker underneath, so maybe I could have experimented with that more. But overall, I think that the audition was great. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad that I enjoyed it. I wanted to make sure I enjoyed the experience. And I think that it's helped me grow as a performer, especially during the acting, because we hadn't necessarily done an acting audition before, and it was really nice to experience that, especially because that could be something that I do in a drama school audition. But overall, I'm really proud of myself, and that's the vibe that we take into it. Vibes.